Hi everyone, welcome to Michelle's Mystic Corner. Oh my goodness, it feels like I've been gone forever, and it's only been, what, 2 weeks? And so today we're going to be talking a little bit about the power of the power name. It's going to be a fun subject, so I'm looking forward to it, and I hope everyone out there is too. Let me get back into my YouTube, because otherwise I won't be able to see the chat. Okay, so I just want to say hello to everybody that's there. Let's see here. We've got Dax and Pat Sparrow. Hello. And I see Dan is in there. Thank you. So I don't know who knows much about the power name, but the power name comes from numerology, and you can find it in your numerology chart. Hi, everyone. Oh, I did not turn my sound down. So, um, and what the power name is the name that you currently go by. So, excuse me. I have a list of people, famous people who've actually changed their names. And some of them, I even know why they changed their names. So we're going to go over that. My power name is my first name and my last name. And it's not my birth last name, it's the name that I married and got and received from marriage. um and so my birth or my power name is a 4, which that's kind of interesting because I'm not organized, but I am. I myself am an unorganized organized person. I don't know if that makes sense, but to me it does. I might be a mess, but I know where everything is inside of that little disaster area. So there is that for organization. Um, Stability. I crave stability with the power name 4 that has that influence over me, right? So there's some things I'm kind of reading some of my notes. I'm so sorry. And it's easy to annoy, Fords can annoy other people without realizing they're doing it. I know because I do that often. Um, I don't know if anybody knows who Stefani Germanata is. The power name number is the only number in your numerology chart that you can change. Yes, you can change your power name number. That is the only one in there that you can actually change yourself. Um, Stefani Germanata is actually Lady Gaga, and she changed her name because of Queen's song Radio Gaga. So, and she went from an 8 to a 4, which is very similar because fours and eights kind of resonate together. So Lady Gaga changed her name and she had a purpose behind it. So that's interesting to me. The other one is Vin Diesel. His birth name is Mark Sinclair, but he was a bouncer at one time and he wanted to sound tough and be because he was tough. So he changed his name to Vin Diesel. Okay, yeah, 8 is like 4 doubled. It is. So Vin Diesel is a 9. Okay, nines are, again, I have to look at my notes. I can't memorize all of it. Nines are those people who help others. Um, the 9 is it's the number of completion. It's like so you have this insight into life. You know where you're going, where you need to be, where it starts, where it ends. You have this unique ability to know not just yourself, but your surroundings. And that's huge because not everybody has the ability to do that. Let's see, what else can we talk about this power number? So, the power name, like I said, you can change that. It's quite interesting. Cher was born Cheryl Sarkisian. Try to say that 3 times fast. And her power name is a seven. So when it comes to seven, okay, sevens are spiritual. There's a mystery to them. There are things about them that you may never ever find out because they have this mystery about themselves. Um, so a seven would be Cher. She is amazing. And yes, there is a spirituality around her that you can actually see. At least I can in her. So she holds up to her power name very well. So another unique name, and I do not know why he changed his name. I know that Cher legally changed her name. I don't know who else has. But Calvin Cordozar Drodis Jr. That's a mouthful. That's a mouthful. So ends up being Snoop Dogg. I did some research. I know some things about people now. And Snoop Dogg turns out to be a six. See here, I gotta change all my paperwork here. Uh, so yeah, these are the people that know how to present themselves well. They are ambitious. Um, they ooh. So they are balanced for the most part, okay? And they have this magnetism that draws other people to them, and that suits and that suits Snoop Dogg because he does have a magnetism, and he's just I follow him, and I'm not really a rap person to a degree. Reginald, I gotta look at my glasses. Reginald Kenneth Dwight was Elton John. That's right. See, Elton John changed his name, and I don't know what his power number is, but it when you change your name, you become that person, and you take on these traits. So maybe I can try to get this up for you guys, a little handout. I'll try to get that up this week. Um, I think my husband is a one. His power name is a one because he goes by Dan. And he does have a very strong desire to do the best he can, to be the best he can. Um, a power name is really awesome because, like I said, you can change it to anything you want. I know a friend who goes by the name Star, and she holds up to her power name. Excuse me. So let's check the Bike 2 guidance. Yes. Yes. Those are your natural what do you call those? Those are your natural Tangent is my real name. Okay. Okay. So number twos are very, I don't know how to put the wording in there, but they're caregivers. They are very much there to help other people. They're caring, they're loving, they're kind. Um, but they don't like conflict, so they will avoid conflict if at all possible. um and they'll try to resolve the situation instead of sitting there listening to the conflict. um and relationships are super important to twos. That's something that they take very, very seriously. So but they need to be careful not to be taken advantage of. I think that was the other thing that I had remembered about twos. I think that's a two. So, yes, they are great mediators. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to put them in. Right now, we're just, for those who came in, we're talking about the power name in numerology and how you have the ability to change that power name by going by what you want to go by, what feels right for you to go by. So that is where we're at with the power name. I know it's a kind of a short subject, but that's okay. So there is power in the power name, because when you step into the role of who you truly are and you do end up changing your name or going by another name, you have that influence coming onto you that shares itself out with others. Yeah, the great mediators. I like that. Twos are definitely the great mediators. I still feel very strange being a four when I believe my birth name is a three. And I find that interesting because threes and fours, they kind of they don't complement each other. uh so threes are natural communicators, which is true. And they get nervous when things go too smoothly. Yeah, that's so a three. That's it happens. This is why expecting parents and those naming a business should consult a numerologist. I agree. I agree. I'm finding that out very much. So it being an 11 can be dominating. Yes, it can. And I don't have any powered number on here, the 11s and that, but yes, number one is the leader. Let's see, number three is the communicator. Number five is the high energy person. I love that. I'm not a five, but I have traits of a five because I have a lot of high energy when I can, or when I do. uh, and then number six is like we discussed, they have that magnetism to them. Dan said one, not 11. Oh, Dan did say one. Yeah, one can be a leader. Yeah, and you set high standards for yourself when you're one, and you expect excellence in all the people in your life. Dan is so a one, it's not even funny. Works hard and plays harder. Yeah, you must find healthy ways to relieve your stress. That's good advice for some people that I know that are ones. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I do have my cards. We will be answering questions. I better start shuffling. If you have any questions about the power name, feel free to ask. I'm got a couple experts. Well, I got one expert with me here in the chat, so yeah, when you are expecting a child or when you are going to open a business, it is good to go see a numerologist because they can help you with the name, which comes with the number, which is the influential that you are looking for, right? And sometimes that can make a big difference in somebody's life. Um, I think we went over just about everybody that was on my list. So, hi, my name is Nancy. I have a case coming up. Am I going to jail? All right, let's pull some cards. Okay. The first card I pulled is the Justice card. So you are going to be going up to court. I see that. Okay. I have, so I have three yeses and two no's. I did what my mentor does, and I pulled five cards, yes or no spread. Okay. And what I'm seeing is I have some yeses and I have some nos. So there is a possibility that you might go to jail. However, we have the World card, and there's a big possibility that you can stay out of jail by doing some other work that may need to be done. I don't know if that's community service. Um, so it's still up in the air. I can't say yes or but I can't say no either because I'm getting a big maybe. And so there is a chance though for you to do some other things in negotiating your way out of jail, maybe by doing community service. Um, I got this card here. This is the Emperor. Maybe talk with your lawyer and see what he can do to get you to do different negotiations. So that's what I have for you. I'm sorry it's not more positive, but hopefully it'll all work out in your favor. But I believe I take on characters of most of the other numbers as well. Yes, Dan, you do. Okay, Pat Sparrow. I'm in a difficult time in all ways. Will I get relief soon? Thank you. Okay, here's what I have for you. You are tied up in some sort of internal and or external argument. There's a conflict going on. Um, and what you need to do is take some time to step back. There's the Hierophant and Justice card. Maybe even talk with someone to help you see what's going on inside of you that you may not be seeing. Okay. Because whatever you're seeing is being illuminated by clouds. And so you're missing something. But you are the high priestess, so it is going to turn out that you will be able to relax and get some relief, but you need to talk to your own inner self in order to get that out. And so that's what I have for you. Is that Dr. Rose? Hi, Dr. Rose. Please let me know. Should I hire him? It's 10 grand and I'm not sure if I could help me. What should I do? Well, I got the Chariot, so you should go forward with this new lawyer, I think. At least that's what this is indicating. Sometimes it's worth it to get a new lawyer when you're looking at something like that. But remember, things can change at any given time. What we're doing right, in the here and now. So any decision you make can change the outcome. Oh, thank you so much. Um, we have, and if I don't know if Dax is around, maybe he can put it up. We have a cup of coffee. Yes, hi, Dr. Rose. Welcome in. There it is. Grab us a cup of coffee. www.tarotbiz.com/coffee. And when you do that, we will take your question first. We will answer your question more thoroughly than we would without the donation. So there is that for you. Let's see, what else do we got coming up? Should we take time to do some commercials, Dax? There we go, coffee. Yay.
Oh, we could do the upcoming shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little behind here. Here's your show today. Tomorrow we're doing how to market your tarot deck or book. So that's Sunday, February 8th, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, just like today's show. And then
Yes.
we'll have a third show weekly now and a third opportunity or private Zoom, or well, this isn't private when it's on YouTube, but we have one private, but three altogether Zoom calls for our members. And that's Tarot Tuesday, every Tuesday now, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So Tuesday, February 10th is coming up. And then our next private Zoom call for members is our Q&A coaching and coffee session. And that's Thursday, February 12th, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. And you can get all your questions answered. If you're not a member yet, just pop over to our new school community, Tarot Biz, and you can get there by going to our website, tarotbiz.com, and just click join. It's going to show you all the benefits, and then there's a button there that'll take you over to our school community, and you can join us. And then next Saturday, Valentine's Day, love readings with Michelle on Michelle's Mystic Corner.
I'll pull out all my love decks.
There you go. Yep. So that's what's coming up.
Awesome. Okay. Let's go back and see if things are being put in the chat. Okay. I just created a new tarot spread and I'd like to know how useful it will be for me and others. Okay. Well, here's what I have. I got the 10 of Swords. So this is weighing on your mind about how it's going to affect other people. But I got the 3 of Wands. And then I got the 10 of Cups. So I believe that you are going to make people realize what they really want. I believe that this new okay, this new spread is going to help people open up their eyes and stop overthinking, maybe even stop keeping them up at night, because sometimes a spread is what you need in order to help others move forward. And if it's in your mind, then somebody else has those same questions in their minds. And that spread is going to come in handy for you and others. Okay, I'm reading the chat. What is the new contact info? Okay. So I hope that was helpful because, yeah. You're so welcome, Dr. Rose. Thank you for trusting me with your question. And if there's any other questions, just type them out. I got this new deck that I've been using and I really like it. It's called the City Pulse Tarot. And I'll show you the one card. I think I could be wrong, but I think this is the Tower card on the front of the box. So, this might be a short show. Don't get a whole lot more questions going on, huh? It is. I like this deck. City Pulse Tarot. Let's see if I can. That's the deck or the box. I actually went to the bookstore up in Reno, which is quite a drive for us. And I got a couple of new decks that I need to start really playing with. I got a tarot deck and then I got a oracle deck while I was up there. I love my little bookstore. It's great. But I got the Good Karma Tarot. So I am going to really look into this one because it's definitely unique. The Good Karma Tarot. I can't wait to dive into it. I pulled the book out because it had some really good information in there. Um, yeah, it has some, and as Dax was saying, deck review. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some deck reviews. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Nancy. We appreciate it. If you have another question, feel free to ask it. I don't mind at all. And we appreciate you very much. Yes, I gotta do deck reviews. Okay, Nancy, you can contact Michelle at thetarotbiz.com, Michelle, to book a private session. Yes. Yes, my private sessions are $50. We're just doing 50 for the holiday. I know that Valentine's Day is coming up, so that's going to be my Valentine's Day special. And those don't have a time limit per se. I usually book out for about an hour, but if it goes over a little, it does. So there's that for you. Okay. All right. So if there's any other questions, feel free to type them in. We discussed the power name. Wait, I bought a coffee. I'd like a reading on how to break through and dissolve my business blocks so I can create a profitable business this year. Okay. How to break through. Well, hello, Laura. Welcome in. Thank you for buying a cup of coffee. We so appreciate that. I'd like a reading on how to break through my business blocks so I can create a profitable business. Okay. So the first card I got is the Death card. You are very much trapped, but with being trapped, there's a new beginning. There's always a new beginning because death comes renewal. And then we got the Devil card. Interesting. So the blocks you are holding on to, you need to work on letting those go. You know what those blocks are. They are definitely attachments. So you want to look at the things that look really good and may seem helpful, but it's time to look at things differently. Okay. Because what might seem helpful, what you might see as being helpful, is actually holding you back. So you need to dig those blocks out because otherwise you're going to be stuck overthinking everything, not being able to go forward, not being able to take action. So it is time for you to bury those blocks. Okay, let's see here. Don't want to, oops. The Knight of Cups. It is time for you to step up. Those some of those blocks are emotional. I overthink and overstudy. Yeah, some of your blocks are emotional, and you need to let go of those blocks and move forward with what you really, really want to do. It is time for you to start loving yourself. Sounds weird, but shh, sorry, my dogs just went off. Um, it is time for you to self-care. And that's really hard. Even if that's taking 10 minutes to meditate, even if that's taking, 5 minutes to just go sit and breathe somewhere. Um, Self-care is really, really important, especially when you are losing and getting rid of blocks. This is really important. When you start getting rid of those blocks, you're leaving a lot of emptiness going on. So when you do your self-care, yeah, when you do your self-care, try not to overthink your self-care because that can happen. And then you start feeling guilty. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this for myself right now because of this. And then you start feeling overwhelmed and stressed out. So it is time for you to remove those blocks. Okay. And don't let them hold you back. It's time for you to really start thinking about what blocks you have. And then I got the King of Pentacles. Ooh, very cool. And the first thing I notice is his pen and paper. So it is time for you to start writing some things down. You write, if you see something that looks like a block in your mind, like, okay, that is hindering me, write it down and then start a pro and a con list of how and why it's either helping or hindering. Okay. Hey, what a lovely day. How are you? Well, I haven't seen you in a minute. Let's see. It's either Amy or Nicole. I cannot remember. I am so sorry. Yes, think outside the box. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you got crystals. That's awesome. I knew it was Nicole. Okay. See, I do have some memory going on up there. Okay, so Nancy has a question. Okay. Will I move out of Florida and remarry again? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. One, two, three, four. Okay. So the first thing you asked is, will I move out of Florida and remarry again? So it's interesting because I got two court cards. I got the Knight of Cups and then I got the Queen of Swords. So that is telling me that you just might remarry again. It is very possible. As for the move, because I've got two court cards and that came up quickly. As for the move, it is time for you to start harboring your money. Look at him. He's like, don't touch my money. That's how you need to be. You need to start saving. If you want to get out of Florida, you need to start saving and stop spending money on things that you don't need because that's going to hold you back. But other than that, it's very possible that you can move to Florida. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Be generous with yourself, maybe not always giving your money away, but help other people when times are tough. Um, because they're going to be your allies when it's time for you to move. So I have that for you. It does look like you can move. You just need to take your time, save up some money because it's going to be expensive. Okay. From my guides, if you can, please. Okay. So we're going to go to Nicole. Message from my guides. Okay, so here's what I have for you. You are not alone. You may feel alone, but there is somebody with you, that there is someone around you that can help you with whatever you are feeling alone about or lost about. Okay. I also got the King of Cups. So trust the other person in your life because they are there for you. And then I got the Empress. So what does that mean? Smell perfume from time to time. Oh, yep. Well, it is time for you to bring something into this world. And this does not necessarily mean that you need to have a child. But what it does mean is it's time for you to manifest something because you are the Empress. You are the spirituality that the world needs. So it's time for you to bring your spiritual side out to help others. Bring something to manifest something. Start a business with your crystals. Start a class with your crystals. Do something that is going to help you and others at the same time. The Empress. Yeah, if you smell perfume from time to time, that is somebody there with you. That is the person you are seeking, and they're letting you know, I am here for you. I'm still guiding you. So I hope that was helpful, Nicole. There goes my 6 pound chihuahua again. Sorry. Shh. As soon as the neighbor's dog starts, she thinks she has to join in. Oh, you smell the perfume right now? That is beautiful. That means she is there with you right now. So that I love that for you. That is amazing. So if there's any other questions, feel free to put them in. I'm going to say last call for questions. Stop. Okay. Since there's no more questions, we're going to go ahead and end a little bit early if that's okay with everybody. And don't forget, I will be back, well, we will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And then I'll be back next Saturday with my love special. Woo! I'm looking forward to it. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here.